Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Legion Lads. I'm your host, JR. Today we got Jose and Nick. What's up, boys?
Yo.
Hello.
So today we're gonna actually go a little bit deep, more dive into the reveals of the rest of the adepticon that we didn't go over last week. But before we get into all that, couple announcements. This Saturday we have a Legion Lads tournament at Legends. So for our local viewers, if you guys haven't joined the tournament, come and join us. It'll be a lot of fun. I definitely need to test out some of my lists for Bay Open. Kind of like waffling on what to take. I'm not sure right now. It's gonna have Greg, of course, but at the same time, I just don't know what combination of Greg I want at the moment. On that note, we also have Vet Fest coming up, fastly approaching, July 17th through the 19th. The tournament will be the 18th and the 19th. That is going to be an LVOIS, and that's it. I was like hoping to say GT, but unfortunately, it's not. And I believe this upcoming tournament is a IS as well, right? Invite.
So Rod
Yes.
said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So those that want to try to get the invitational for LVOIS, it will be Vet Fest. If you can make it this Saturday, cool. But surrounding cities and anybody out there that's listening to us, if you want to try to make it for Vet Fest, that'd be amazing. Um, but yeah, let's jump into it. So we got the Jedi High Council. Can you guys see it? Yeah.
Not yet. There we go.
Okay. So as we know, we have the full reveal of Mace Windu's. So if you guys want to start
Sort of.
proxying,
We still don't know his mastery technically.
that's valid. That is valid. There's speculation of what the mastery does.
Yeah.
But I'll go over his stats. He is a commander. He has 6 health, courage 3. He surges to crit, and he surges to defend. He rolls red defense dice. He's speed 2. He has jump 1, charge, compel, core trooper, deflect, immune to pierce, massive force 1, Vapod mastery, Windu's lightsaber, which is impact 2, pierce 2, 3 reds, 1 white, 2 black. Force crush, which is a range attack, which is 1 to 2. It's blast, immobilize, and suppressive in range 4. He looks like he's coming with one command card only, which is a 1 pip that's called This Party is Over. It issues in order to Mace Windu. When Miss Windu is issued an order with this card, he may suffer 1 to 3 wounds this round. When Mace Windu would use the Vapod Mastery keyword while he is engaged, add red attack, add red attack or defense die instead of white attack or defense die. What do you guys think? And I believe his points are 165.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's 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 behind Anakin, he's behind Yoda, and he's behind Obi in my opinion.
Why?
So he's looks like a DPS or damage monster, but the thing is like overall damage, Anakin puts out more damage. Um Anakin can have access to a jump 2, an extra out of sequence attack. Master of the Force One is, I don't know, it is what it is. Other thing is Compel Trooper. It's cool, but most of the time that's easier to hit on your Courage 1 units, whereas in clones you have an abundance of Courage 2 units.
I was gonna say I don't
So
think you have any Courage 1 units anymore.
Yeah.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like it's easier for Vader, Krennic, and all them to hit it in their faction. I think it's gonna not be as used in this case. I mean, because if you're clone boys, because especially you're running like super fives, if your clone boys are suppressed, they're probably mostly dead. Um, so I don't see this being a big use.
Are you
And like
excited
so
for
when
him?
it comes, no, I'm not like
Uh,
I'm not a big Mace fan.
mhm.
And then like I said, you get down to utility for like extra shenanigans, like Yoda's the go-to for that. And then, like keeping your guys alive, Obi's good for that. And like I said, even just a one-to-one comparison to Anakin, like Anakin brings more utility, gets out of sequence attacks, out of
Do you
sequence moves,
do
three
you
command
think,
cards.
aside from the temptation keyword, that the versatile or the utility that you're mentioning is because he has more command cards than Mace Windu?
That's part of it, yeah.
Yeah. What do you think, Nick?
Yeah, I'm also not like a huge Mace Windu fan, but I feel
Mhm.
sorry for the people that are.
So you don't think he's gonna be good either?
I'm just it. I mean, what does he have that's special?
The pod?
So Vapod, right?
Hmm.
And what it seems like, we still don't know. Who knows? Vapod may blow us out of the water with something else, but definitely seems like it adds more dice when he's wounded.
Right.
That's like seems like what it's doing, which
You
I
don't want
mean,
them
correct me if
wounded.
I'm wrong. You don't want that, right? You don't want him to be wounded. You don't you don't want him to be wounded, and it seems that when he is wounded, he's only adding more white dice
Hmm.
to his stuff. So it's like, and he's 165 points with one command card. He has nothing on his card that's special. He has all the normal Jedi keywords, right? All those keywords are exactly what we expect, except for compel, which we just talked about is kind of useless
Right.
in his faction. So yeah, and if you recall when we talked about when we first saw his card, I was down on his lightsaber. I think that's crap dice to have on a lightsaber for 165 points. Uh, yeah, I don't.
I
I
mean,
mean,
if
not that he's terrible. Not that
mhm.
he's like can't be on the board and you know do things because he's still 6 health behind Surging Red. But yeah, he's definitely not inspiring. He definitely doesn't do anything cool. General Tag does way cooler things than he
Sure,
does.
sure, sure.
He's nobody.
So that's, I guess that's kind of what my question to you guys is that I feel like Anakin, aside from the tempted keyword, because that's what really makes Anakin really great, is the tempted keyword and his command cards. But they've kind of been answering everybody about the convolution of a bunch of command cards you could take. But I feel like Mace Windu suffers for not having more command cards.
Yeah, we just get
Yeah.
into that right now. I think
I don't like
they're
that.
I
I
think
don't like that at all.
I think AMG's answer and stance on that is BS.
Really?
Because
Oh yeah.
think about it this way, Jared. Mace Windu has one command card. Cool. Um, we're out of the phase where the generic command cards, like not the generics, but like airstrike and all those cool things, like they don't hold as much weight as they used to because of the like some changes they've made. For instance, the airstrike used to be all the units are on the board. I can now see where I want to put the airstrike. Now, since units walk on the board, if I play airstrike turn one, you're just gonna hide everything. The one pip where you would issue a order to a heavy unit, and then that would give out an issue to a trooper. When they cut that down by limiting Cody's usage of it, that card used to be able to get you 4 to 5 activations on a one pip if you just strategically did it correctly. Um, and then generic command cards, nobody wants to play this for fun. The problem is when they want you to bring multiple units to mix up your command cards. This guy's expensive. He's 160 with nothing
Yeah.
on him.
Hmm.
He's
Yeah.
bringing just a command card. So you're gonna need another character or characters to mix and match command cards, which you're gonna be at what 400 points plus for 2 Jedi or two name characters in general that are worth anything. And at that point, you're still bringing, if you're a clone player, you're still bringing arcs, you're bringing Super 5, Super Soka. You don't got the room to bring an extra guy for for a single command card. So I feel like, and maybe Nick could tell me if I'm wrong or not. I feel like they're trying to give the Rebel command card soup, trying to force it onto a lot of these other factions that don't even do that.
Well, they have AMG has kind of said that they are doing less command cards per character because first point they've said, and I'm paraphrasing somewhat here, that when you bring a character, you felt the need to bring all their command cards with them. So this kind of eliminates that. Well, one, that's I think that's totally flawed thought
Hmm.
process. I want options when I bring my character. I want the option to bring lots of command cards or not bring lots of command cards. I want that. I don't want less command cards. That is the silliest thing I've ever heard.
Mm.
And then the other thing they've kind of said is that they're going to put the skills and abilities that you normally would have gotten from a command card directly on the unit. Now they did do that with General Tag, good example of that, right? His logistics token sharing, not command cards right on it is equipable.
Mhm.
They didn't do that here. What is special on Mace Windu that says I only need one command card with this unit?
He does immobilize.
No, oh, don't even say that. That is so BS. When are you ever going to use? Yeah, they gave him a range attack with no relentless. Good job. Good job.
You guys are not.
I,
Go ahead.
I know. If there's one thing I don't like about what's happening now, I hate this new thought process of less command cards per character. That is, if there's what that's one thing actually that really bothers me. I hate
So
that
quick,
direction.
quick question for both of you. We know that this version of Legion is somewhat streamlined because that was their goal from the beginning. And I don't know if JR has been there, but I know I've been there, and I know Nick has probably been there when you got a character that has three command cards, four if you were lucky to get a character at six, and you just get laid out, and now you have two command cards instead of your normal. So
Sure.
maybe they're doing it this way as like a limiter to a feels bad.
No, because just like Nick had said, right? You want the option. If
I
you're
want the
bringing
options.
if you're bringing six Vader command cards and you get Vader killed, that's on you, right? If you know you're going to be very aggressive with Vader, you don't bring all six of his command cards, right? And I think the fact that Mace Windu only has one is very limiting. And you're right, he's got to wound himself. Like I hate these
Yeah.
command cards that cause you to wound yourself. Like it's so frustrating, and we're gonna get into another one about it. Like it takes away the fact that you brought this very expensive unit, and now you're gonna damage it and potentially give your opponent the game.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, and technically, yes, he has two other command cards that he could play, right? The two Jedi Council cards we're going to get into,
yeah.
but those are shared command cards. So if you bring two units from this pack, you don't even have enough command cards to make up a command hand.
Well, you could
You,
do the generics, right?
but no, that's what I'm
But they're
saying.
not
You
great.
you have to bring generics. You literally do not have enough command cards to make a command hand if you brought two characters from this pack. And
Well,
that
I mean,
and that and that's I don't like
yes, you
that.
don't you? Because you
No.
got to bring. Well,
If
because oh,
you
you mean if you bring two characters, you
yeah,
technically could have six. I
Yeah,
got you.
you
I got
admit,
you. Yeah,
if
yeah,
you
yeah.
brought two,
yeah.
yeah, if you brought two of these characters, you have four total command cards that you will be able
Mhm.
to bring. Versus
Right,
normally you'd have the six right there from the
right.
start. If you brought two characters. That's the thing too. They're kind of pushing this play more characters, they have less command cards.
We're
How are
not rebels.
how are some of these factions going to do that? These characters they're going to be this is too expensive to bring. We can't bring all four of these characters in your army, and even still, they don't have enough command cards. I mean, so that's the thing. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Make three command cards for every character. I think you know what? It's lazy. It's lazy.
Ooh.
Ooh, I agree with a lot of points you guys are making. One, he's too expensive. Uh, two, like his Vapod mastery is probably the unique thing about him. And if it doesn't hit, like add dice to his range attack, it's not gonna be that great, right?
Yeah, it seems like it could be
Um,
like a melee only
yeah,
keyword.
like I like it. I like it if that's what it does. It adds attack and it adds white defensive, for every time you're wounded. But the problem is that it's just too costly for it, and it's not. I don't think it's enough because you're not swinging it twice like Yoda, and I hate comparing, other units like Anakin to obviously Mace Windu, because when I'm looking at Mace Windu, I see, and I'm not a designer, but I feel like they designed it for people that want to play Mace Windu in a non-competitive way, right? The whole point of the designing the game is the fun factor first, competitive later. But unfortunately, in a game that's against another person, there's always gonna scale competitively, right?
But I don't even think they made him fun.
You don't think
Mm-mm.
a Mace Windu player that's not competitive ain't gonna be excited to play Mace Windu?
There's
So
nothing on his card that's different.
yeah, so
Vapod.
I'm not saying they won't
Mm,
still want to play him, but there is nothing neat he's doing on the table. Like again,
Well,
his all of his keywords, there's nothing different about them.
let's
So what makes all of our Jedi characters different? What makes them
let's
different?
the mastery.
No, because
Really?
a lot of them don't even have masteries.
Well,
Only a lot of the ones in the Republic ones have masteries. No, none of my Rebels ones have masteries. Like, well,
well,
Ahsoka does, but
well,
Luke doesn't.
well,
So
yeah.
no, that's not what makes them different. What makes all the Jedi characters different when you play them?
Cards.
Command cards. Exactly. Command cards. And they're not making that anymore. They're not giving them command
Well,
cards. They
let's
are
be
no
honest. Aside from the command cards, right? What do you want your force user to do?
command cards. I want command. I want three
Okay, okay.
command cards.
Aside from the command cards,
But
I
that's what
get.
they
But
do.
that's
That's
what
how
they
they
do.
manipulate the
That's what
board.
they do.
To be fair, aside from the command cards, you're not wrong about the command cards. I am in
So
agreement with you
okay.
guys
So
with the
what
command
could
cards.
they do? Give him an equipable zero cost card, just like General Tag, that
But
does
what
something.
my point is like the when you get down to it, all you really want your force user to do is go in and kill stuff. Like the kid inside me is just like that's all I
Which I
wanted to
could,
do.
which I could
Is
argue he's not even that great at
Yeah, he's
doing.
not that
I
compared to
mean
the field.
he gets tanky and he hits harder.
He does.
He doesn't hit
So
harder. Wait, how does
here's
he hit harder with three red, two black, and a
with
white?
Vapod. Is that what you're
Vapod.
gonna say?
Every time he gets a
So
wound, he now this is all assumption because we don't know what
the
Vapod.
assumption.
Yeah,
So we're assuming
yep.
every wound, maybe up to three or whatever it might
I
be,
want to
adds.
say I want to say the full boat. Like you got five
Okay,
whites.
so five
So
whites.
so I'm looking.
Yeah.
I'm looking
I
at.
still don't think that's.
I mean, it's cool in the fun factor in the sense that like, if my opponent wounds Mace Windu,
Yeah,
my
until he's
attacks hit stronger
dead.
and my save. Like now, don't give me how many times now you're a rebel player. How many times have you played full of surprises and that saved your butt?
Actually, not very often. I usually
No, no.
died when I played it.
Really,
Yeah,
really. I
because
just it,
you think it's gonna protect you, and then you just roll blanks on all those extra dice. So it doesn't do anything.
I just like the idea that, again, I'm going with the fun factor. I agree with you guys all on the competitiveness and the command cards do make it right. Like Yoda's awesome with the six command cards. But like that
But
just seems
you're trying to sell me that his special thing is his mastery, but all the other Republic Jedi's have a mastery,
and
and
that's what I'm
then
saying. And it's unique in each one.
it
Each
is, but
They all have cards.
that's
They all
what
have
makes
command
them. Yeah,
cards.
what that's not what makes them. And you were kind of talking about the fun factor.
mm,
What's more fun than playing command cards on those turns and doing those cool things?
well,
That's what's fun.
let's think about it. Like aside, we're not gonna do Shadow Collective Mall. Let's think about CIS Mall. The only real good card he has, in my opinion, is Duel of Fates. His mastery is amazing. Like that's all you really need Maul to do, right? Is just get one wound and get your three actions.
But
But
you're again,
nothing in your. Sorry, no, go ahead.
you go.
Nothing in your faction is even remotely in Maul's range and what Maul does. Whereas
Maybe.
I'm looking at Anakin's card right now, not his command cards. I'm looking at Anakin's card. The only thing differences between Anakin and Mace is Mace has Compel, which is rarely going to be used, and he has Vapad, whereas Anakin has Gemso and Tempted.
Well,
Anakin
again,
has a Anakin has a better lightsaber. He,
again, you're comparing it competitively, right? We're going
no, even on a
outside.
fun. So
Okay.
even on a fun factor, what's fun? Going in and killing one thing
Well,
and swinging Mace's lightsaber
sure,
once,
but you would give
or Anakin
so
getting multiple
you're
attacks,
com-
multiple
you're
moves.
complaining that he doesn't have these multiple attacks, multiple moves.
There's
If you
nothing
gave him
fun on Mace's
these
card, is what I'm
multiple
saying.
attacks and multiple moves, he's just another version of Anakin, right?
But what I'm saying is there's nothing on his card that's fun like that.
Well,
Like
you don't think it's fun that every time you take a wound you get stronger and are more tankier?
if I wound Mace, I'm going to try to kill Mace. I'm not gonna leave him that
Well,
way.
then that's good
And
because I
and
ideally every
world that we're in
time
right now, in the world that we're in right now, if Mace takes any wounds and Grievous rolls over him twice, you're gonna sink wounds. You the
that's good.
overrun.
That's
No, it's
all. So
He's
that's
gonna
all good.
die
That's why you
though.
don't want to take wounds
So
on him because of stuff
Because
like
so
that.
okay, again, a good example of this is Yoda when you play his three pip and people shoot at him. You want people to shoot at Yoda so that way you get your aims to pass out, right? For Mace Windu, the more you shoot at him, the more tanky it gets. Now again, dice be dice, and sometimes they're gonna whiff and blink, but you can't argue that this doesn't increase his attack and also increases his defense
so
at the same time.
but so going back to the mall thing too
Mm,
first, JR. So you again were then talking competitive again, right?
sure.
So a
Hmm.
fun player doesn't care that the other two command cards are not the best thing ever.
That's
They
true.
can play them. And just
They're
and
flavor and great.
it's options. It's
You're not wrong.
options.
You
If every character, if you wipe the board clean and every character had one command card and then like two generics that they shared, like the kind of this box is, everyone's command hand would be the same. All of our command hands would be the same. There'd be no options to it. It's nice that you could show up to the table
mm.
with similar characters and have different command hands. If this kind of process continues, we're gonna show up to the table. We're all gonna have the same command hands in the side of the
I
factions.
I would argue even at a competitive level, you would still have the same command hands if you had the three options because people are always gonna pick
But
one or two of the best, right?
I'm just talking about playing Legion, not always at a competitive level.
Right,
I want I want
I
options to play Legion.
and I think that's where like I agree with you guys. Like I'm not against you guys on this one.
Yeah,
I think you're right. Like options is good. Three command cards would be great. These guys would have had to make what 12 command cards for each one, and
they should have made 12
They
command
should have made
cards.
right.
12.
They should have, right? But like you're not wrong in that sense. But I'm trying to get away from the command card because whether we like it or not, they're not gonna change their philosophy on that, right?
It's a Q3 release. You're telling me they don't have time to
Oh,
put a couple
this is
sentences
like
together?
years in development,
Yes,
right?
these models have been in development for years, so why not the command structure be in
It's because
development?
of their philosophy that they're taking, which I
Yeah,
think is
I
that's the
know,
valid.
but
thing,
it's
Jose. And you're not wrong. Like that's what I'm gonna say. Like if AMG does listen to us, like AMG, we wish we would have got three command cards. Like that would have been better, Because this is Mace Windu. He's like same as Yoda, right? He should have probably had six command cards, like Yoda. Sorry, Yoda doesn't have six
He doesn't
command
have
cards.
six.
He
Just
just
feels
could
like he does.
yeah, it just feels because he could get them back.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, no, I understand that. But I will say that there's two things I do like about him. I like his Vapod if it works the way we assume it works, and I like the art on the command card. Django confirmed right there.
It's him committing murder.
Yeah,
It's
So
hey,
we're gonna
self-defense.
when we get into I'm just gonna say this last thing, because how I said like nothing on this card is fun. We're gonna get into a couple other characters where you'll see that their cards are fun.
sure, sure,
That
sure.
I
And
think
I agree with you. I agree with
I
you.
think Mace is gonna have a unit upgrade card, and I think that's where Mace is gonna live as a unit upgrade, not as a
Potentially.
on-field commander.
I very much see this as a person who loves Mace Windu and who doesn't play competitive. It's just like, all right, I get to run Mace Windu. Because I know there's other people that love Mace Windu that play competitive and they're down on it and understandably so, right? The price, I think the price is the biggest thing. If it came down in points, it would probably be a little bit more of a sell.
Never gonna do that for the Clone Boys.
You never know, you never know. Any last words on Mace Windu before we move on?
Rest in peace, Mace. You never had a chance.
Moving on, we got Shakti. So this one I'm the most excited about. So let me go ahead and read off its stats. So Shakti is an operative, has 6 health, courage 3, surgery to crit, red defense dice, speed 2, has jump 1, quick thinking, aid non-gar unit, allies of convenience, charge, deflect, immune to pierce, Makashi mastery, and then Shakti's lightsaber is impact 2, pierce 2, 3 red, 3 black. She has a 3 pip, unity wins wars. It issues an order to her and 2 other units. This round, once per activation, when an ally Gar unit gains 1 or more aim tokens or 1 or more dodge tokens, after the effect is resolved, you may choose an ally unit with the mercenary keyword within 2 of the ally Gar unit. The chosen unit gains 1 token of the same type. How do you guys feel?
She's awesome.
Yeah,
Why does she have
excited.
6 health?
Why shouldn't she have 6 health?
She's an operative. She should have 5 health. Why should she have
There's a,
6?
there's only
Right?
only rebels get the five
No,
She's
six.
on the
no.
Grand
We o-
Council,
we
Nick.
we only
That's
make
why.
5 health operatives nowadays. I think
Uh,
they got to take this one back to the printer. They messed up.
maybe they did. Maybe it's a typo. They come out later with it. But yeah, what are you guys' thoughts on it?
You go for it, Nick. You go first.
I mean, she obviously seems very skewed to a very particular army build, which is not a bad thing because she's
Right.
an operative, right?
Mhm.
So you might not see her that much. I think feel like because how many? Well, I guess we'll see what is available with all the uh
Mandos.
Mandos coming out.
Mhm.
But yeah, she's definitely not the typical clone build.
Yeah.
So that's going to be it. Almost would make sense if they made some Wookiee mercenary units
Yeah,
to
yeah.
help out the Wookiees. So you play some Wookiees in car.
The irony is that Wookiees aren't a mercenary like
Hmm.
every other one, and it kind of hurts them a little bit. But then again, they have Yoda for that reason, right? I personally love this unit, and I'm excited to play this unit only for the fact that it encourages a different play style. Now, whether that play style is going to be super competitive or not is yet to be seen. Because Nick, I think you're right. I think inserting Mandos into Guard might be a good thing. We'll see. But the fact that she encourages taking mercenary units, the more I'm playing the new 2.6 Legion, I'm seeing that you want a team, like multiple teams, to run together in packs. You got the new upgrade that can retinue. You have, the retinue, was it Trusted Agent, I believe it's called. So there's incentivized to take other units and, beef them up and give them free tokens. So Shock T very much is kind of filling that role for mercenaries, which I kind of dig and I like. And so this one is my favorite out of the Jedi Council that I'm super hyped about because of the different playstyles that you could potentially do. What about you, Jose?
As you know, this play style is very near and dear to me. Because I used to run a 10 act Gar list that had a pike capo and two full squad pikes, along with my Anakin Skywalker, my Phase 2s, and my Arc Strike teams. And when I would play this version of the list, I would send the pikes on their own to one side of the board. And what was the deployment that we used to have? It was four corners.
Disarray?
Was it
Disarray,
this right?
yeah,
Yeah.
I think
I
so.
used to I used to play the shit out of sorry, Nick. The a ton of disarray because I wouldn't there would be no question to what was going in each corner. It was my Gar unit in one corner, my Pike unit in one corner, and I'm just gonna collapse in the middle. Um, I would have loved to have Shock T back when I was doing that in a heartbeat. She the problem with Gar is we don't get a lot of mercenaries thrown into our list because they're very specific about we need the clone trooper keyword. She kicks that door open and allows you to kind of tinker in that space, which I will be doing when that drops. Her lightsaber's dope. Six health is dope.
Makashi Mastery is
Um,
dope.
Makashi Mastery. I'm a big Dooku guy. I'm a big Ventress guy. So Makashi
Boo,
on the
boo,
light side.
Makashi, boo.
I
You don't
I
like
I,
Makashi?
I don't like Makashi. No, boo earns.
You like it
I
because it's too good, or you think it's
He doesn't
bad?
want his Jedi pierced.
I don't want my I don't want my Mandos to lose their impervious.
Yeah, that would suck bad.
That's
Quick,
they should change that.
quick thinking's dope because of Aid. I mean, she's definitely gonna. I'm hoping to see her in a more competitive level when she drops. But even if not, like her character is dope, and we're gonna get to her upgrade later on as well. So
I like the fact that another reason why I like the fact that she helps Mercenary. It's kind of fitting for her, movie appearance that she never made because she dies in so many different ways. It's like, oh, she was in all those places helping all those mercenaries. There you go. So,
it might be
any last?
expensive though to run her
I hope not.
Mandos and then a good commander.
I hope that Mace Windu is the only expensive one, but then again, we'll
She
see.
might she might not be too expensive because she doesn't have should have Master of the Force. Generally, that's when they get more expensive when they have Master of the Force, and she doesn't have that.
True.
So she doesn't, by some of the pricing they've been doing, there's nothing on her card that screams that she's gonna be super expensive.
Yeah. Especially since it's got a 3 pip instead of a 1, right? Um,
Well, it's gonna be
uh, yeah.
how much they upcharge ally, and then how much value they put into tokens because she's gonna be a battery for those mercenary units.
Yeah.
Man,
She looks
those
fun.
tokens are good.
I'm excited for her. Any last words for Shakti?
Don't die.
Mhm.
Moving on, we got uh I always butcher this name.
Kiari Mundi.
Mundi.
Chiari Mundi. All right. So Chiari Mundi, he is a commander. He has 6 health, courage 3. He does not surge up or down. He has red saves and he's speed 2. He has jump 2, Atari mastery. That's huge. He has charge, danger sense 1. Here we go, taking the
Take
Pathfinder's stuff
taking
and
my
putting.
rebel keywords.
He has
You guys
deflect,
got exemplar. Be quiet, Nick.
We
immune to
don't
pierce,
one unit.
master of the force 1. Mundi's lightsaber is impact 2, lethal 1, which is kind of a letdown, and pierce 1. Red, 2 reds, 2 black. And his command card is a 3 pip called Force of Will, which issues 3 units in order. This round at the start of
Kiadi Mundi.
Ari Mundi.
Kiari Mundi. Rally step, you may choose up to 3 ally units within 2 of him. Each chosen unit may remove up to 2 suppression tokens. Then for each suppression token removed in this way, Mundi gains 1 suppression token and may ready one of his exhaust force upgrades. Additionally, each time Mundi uses a force upgrade this round, after the effect is resolved, he gains 1 surge token. Man, I don't know how I feel about that one. That's kind of
Staple
interesting.
barrier to him.
Yeah, barrier would be good. Force reflexes would be good.
Yeah,
Uh,
assuming he has 3 force slots, we're gonna assume.
I think he
yeah,
should have 3.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna be expensive a little bit, up there with
He
Mace
he
Windu.
he seems expensive. Yes.
Yeah.
Danger sense
If Mace is 165
Hmm.
doesn't do half of this.
and I feel like he does more. Um, uh yeah, he's gonna be probably expensive too.
His lightsaber is nothing that great. I mean, he doesn't have Atari
Ataru.
mastery, but you have to be engaged. I guess after the first charge, you could
Yeah,
start
after
to
the
play.
first charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
feel
speed
like you
speed
can't
one
you
time.
can't put a Taru on anything more than 4 dice, dude. Like
Yeah, you can't.
realistically, you
Yeah,
can't.
because he's basically he's putting out 8 dice, really.
Now, if he has a training slot, tenacity.
Tenacity.
They don't always give the train slots though, do they? I guess they do. I
No,
guess it
Every
kind of
Jedi
depends,
have
huh?
them.
Yoda.
I guess
Yoda doesn't
yeah, I
have
guess
one.
he doesn't have
Vader
one,
doesn't
huh?
have one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He probably won't have one then. Huh? He
No,
probably
but that'd be wild if he did. Like I can see them doing that. Um, yeah. I mean, anybody excited for you? This one?
I'm not excited because they keep just stealing my keyword. It's gone.
Yeah,
I'm all
yeah.
about danger sense on red saves.
I Good.
The only thing I'm gonna hold against him is his BS about not seeing the Sith for a millennia.
Ironically, I think he's more tankier than Mace Windu because of the danger sense 1.
Yeah, assuming again we don't know what a pod does, but
Right.
fully.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe
Yeah. So
because he's
okay.
going to generate aims and dodges with the Taru, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So it'd be interesting. All right. Moving on. The last one, Platoon.
This guy.
So Platoon is an operative. He has 6 health, 3 courage, surges to hit, red defense dice, speed 2. He jumps 1, has distract as a free action, charge, defend 1, deflect, direct clone trooper, infantry, immune pierce 2, inspire 2, sheen mastery, and then Platoon's lightsaber is impact 2, pierce 2, 5 black. He has a 2 pip. I don't believe in chance. Platoon and 2 units. When Platoon is issued an order with this card, he may distract twice, 2 times free actions. Until the end of the round, when another ally unit issued an order with this card starts its activation within 2 of Plo Koon may make a speed 1 move. He gets his own command upgrade. It's 5 points called You're Not All the Same to Me. During setup, choose one allied clone infantry unit. The chosen unit gains retinue Plo Koon.
Super
Again,
Soka.
Why is
they're
that only
do
5 points?
and it's that fitting of like strike teams, right? Like you want your guy and you want another unit to support him, and you're just going down the field together, right? That's the vibe I'm getting from AMG.
And if you flip over his card, there's 7 more keywords on the
Another six
back
up
that they didn't
operative.
show us.
Do you think he's gonna be expensive?
Yes,
Ah,
1000%.
no, no, no,
Dude, what?
no.
His whole thing is, I'm gonna distract you, and when you
Just
attack me, I'm going to break the ceiling with old deflect and kill all your things.
so how often? I don't think distract is going to be used that often.
Yeah, I
In the
agree.
range game we play?
But he's not going to. But he's going to. Okay, unless you're not engaging with anyone. So unless if you're not going to move Plo Koon into any melee, I suppose so. But then he's not doing anything.
Yeah,
He has no. He has no range attack. He's going to have to be engaged at some point.
I see him being using distract at least one time, and that's when you double move potentially. And then, because if you're in range of 2 to distract somebody and you just started your activation, you could just double move and charge them.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you want to charge black dice all the
What?
time though?
This game's
Five. Okay,
killing
no,
you.
no, no. His 5 black dice lightsaber. I roll 7 with operative Luke, and it does nothing.
See?
So,
And
so there's
and
there. I have no problem being in melee with Plo Koon. He can't kill anything.
that's what I'm saying. And JR, you've seen me do Son of Skywalker and hit 2 dice on 14. And
That's true.
the
So,
2 dice that hit
but
were the
that's what I'm
tenacity
saying.
reds.
That's what I'm saying. So you can base him with anything, and distract is now worthless.
Distract
I
doesn't
feel like
No,
I
because you
feel
can't. If when he's based, people can't shoot you. So if you distract them, it does. You can only attack if able. So it does nothing.
so. Ironically, maybe Jose's right. Maybe you don't want to charge because
you could
if
surround him with
if
super
you
squads.
yeah, if you get a super squad Ahsoka or fives, right, and you're running hand in hand, you can distract someone for them, and then they can't shoot them. And then if you play the 2 pip on the correct turn, you can distract 3 times, and they have to shoot at Plo Koon.
So, but it's and again, and I'm not saying that's bad and
Mm.
or anything like that. But what I'm getting is that everything you just described does not constitute an expensive unit. That's not like some grandiose power
Oh,
play
sure,
that's going to dominate
sure.
the board. So he does not need to be expensive because of that. He's not. If you look at his
Ah,
if you look at his impact on the field, what he's going to do and what he's going to kill, and he's not like any harder to kill than any other 6 health red save unit. He can't be expensive. He can't be. Especially if we just look at those commanders that are going to be like 160
well,
points. He's
his
got to be cheap.
to see now maybe so the thing I'm thinking of maybe is because I this is the Super Soka Super Fives guy that you bring. To take full so when what I learned last year at LVO when I was running super squads of B1s is I would place my B1s in a way where I couldn't get pulled or meleeed into or anything like that. I think with Plo Koon, you'll play a similar style where you surround yourself with fives or with Soka to do your distract because now they can't reach melee with you.
But
And if they want
all they have to do is base the unit that you surround themselves. Now
and
they're
if you
attacking
want
that unit.
that's
Yeah.
Distract does
fine.
nothing.
That's fine, but you're meleeing a unit that now has shotguns, super squads. I don't want to be meleeed in that unit, do you?
Well, I
There's
mean,
other units that are totally fine melee in that unit along with it.
They're not long for this
I
world.
guess, but see, but Plo Koon does nothing to that engagement. He doesn't change.
As
He
long
doesn't
as you
change that
leave,
engagement.
but even yeah, you did because you went for a suboptimal target. You went for a suboptimal target
I
because
disagree. I want to kill that unit.
somebody who runs fives and super soaker. It's not as easy as you're putting that out
It,
there.
no, it's not that it's not that it's easy, but you can't ignore it. you need to kill that
But
unit.
the longer you leave Plo Koon alive, the more distractions there are,
Eh, he can only,
the more tokens he's giving.
besides
Like
his command card, he could do it to one unit once a turn.
I
One
think
unit, not the whole army.
okay, so let's just say he is cheap. This is the one unit I would say you bring force push with.
Sure,
Cool, you ran in my unit,
Sure.
cool, boom, force push.
If
sure.
if you can fit it in your clone army, yes.
I
I think you
mean,
can fit it in clone army. There's just people who don't want to pay that 40 points to fit it.
Again, he's not bad, but I do not think it constitutes him being expensive.
man, it's gonna be wild to see how these guys are gonna be priced. Because I
We
think
already know
Plo
one of
Koon,
them.
yeah, yeah. And if we're gonna go with that being the indicator of the rest of them, it don't look
Well,
good.
and that's what
And
I'm
he does
saying.
way more.
And that's what I'm saying. They generally tend to price commanders higher than just like what they should be, right? That we see that, right? All the
Sure.
commanders are kind of
Hmm.
priced high. I mean, kind of regardless of what they do. He is an operative. We know we've seen the operatives that they've made that are very, very cheap that compared to some of the other commander prices. So he's got to be in that range.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Any last words for Platoon?
He's
I
gonna be
wish he had three
good.
command cards.
Sure, sure. Uh, the good news is that even if you don't like the way your Jedi is run, with the new, AMG way, you're going to be able to run each one of these in a looks to be a personnel slot.
Personnel. So yeah.
So
Well, actually, some of them might be different, right? But
yeah,
at
yeah.
least when we see is personnel.
What's cool is that means that you can run Ahsoka and one of these guys if we assume all of them are personnels, right?
No, because
Um,
Ahsoka's a leader.
Leader. You can only have one leader.
oh, that's right. I hate that
And it
stupid rule,
looks like,
leader.
except for Mace Windu in the back, you could see leader on all three, except for his in the
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
Which is probably a leader too.
Leader,
They're
yeah.
all leaders, right? Yeah. That'd be silly if they
Mhm.
weren't.
Which is interesting. Why didn't they just put it? I guess they didn't want you to run five
S-
and
Young young
the
Snips
10.
shouldn't have leader. They just
Yeah, she was. She was a leader.
no.
Yes.
But
Yeah,
Of a
she had
clone
a
unit,
she.
yes. Of a
Yeah, she
clone
had a
unit,
clone.
yes. She was
Yeah,
a
she
leader of
did.
the
She
clone
did.
unit. Yeah.
Let me go over that. So obviously we can't see Mundi, Plo Koon, and Mace Windu's upgrade command card or upgrade unit card, but you do see Shock T's, and Shock T's is 22 points. This card can only be included in the Gar army, which is interesting. Add one Shock T miniature, leader, sidearm, melee, and range is what Shock T would get. This unit gains cachet aim 1 and loses self-preservation. Allied Guard units can issue this unit orders even if they do not have the same affiliation. This unit gains immune to melee pierce, and she has her lightsaber, which is impact 2, pierce 1, 2 reds. I think that's pretty good, and that's pretty cheap, 22. I feel like that's not too bad. What do you guys think?
Heck whips
Yeah.
all day.
Yeah. I think the reason it says this can only be included the Garmy is because most other upgrades say add to this unit or add to this unit. This doesn't say that. It doesn't say add to clone infantry unit, add to marksman unit, right?
Mm-hmm.
It just says add one. So it's leaving it open where Shakti can be attached to any personnel slot in the clones.
Sure, but I mean, I guess, yeah, yeah, yeah. But I
Because
mean,
that's most other cards say at the top add to stormtrooper unit, add to
sure,
snowtrooper, right?
yeah.
This one doesn't. This one that's why it has that different sentence at the top of it.
Well, I assume that also because like you're gonna be able to take these as mercenaries, so somebody might think, oh, I could take this in the Shadow Collective mercenary of the
Mm.
Weequays, you know? Maybe that's why.
Well, yeah,
Do
because
it.
if that sentence was not there at the top, you could technically
You
add
could.
this unit to
Yeah.
any unit across any faction because
Mm-hmm.
it wouldn't be
But
restricted.
with my B1s, baby,
Yeah.
yeah. uh,
Dude.
at, go ahead.
Oh no, her so for 83 points, you could get Shock T, the Pike Syndicate Foot Soldier, and the Whip, which would be um, 4 red, 10 white.
I don't, but I think you're forgetting. You're gonna put if you're gonna put her in anything mercenary, it's gonna be Mandos.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
Or
I think
Weequays.
Nando's are gonna have a better
Maybe
option.
Weequays.
Uh Maybe.
And you
I
know, it
mean,
sucks.
some of their squads are just going to be add extra Mando guy, right? With nothing extra. This is a special card you could add to them.
What's interesting is that if they're all personnel, you can't do the fives and the Ahsoka thing because you can't run super squads.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So
true.
that shuts down any super squad potential for that. You do get two new command cards, and this is for the Jedi Council. Rest in peace, Yoda, who is not part of the Jedi Council apparently.
They'll probably change that.
Hopefully, hopefully. We can't see the one pip. There's some words we can see, like you'll get a dodge token, it looks like, and 5 red attack, which is
Hmm.
interesting. But the 2 pip is called a disturbance in the force. It's issued to 2 units. This round, while a unit issued an order with this card has a face-up order token, it has Danger Sense 1 and Indomitable. Until the end of the round, when an ally unit with one or more force upgrade slots spins or loses a standby this round, after the effect is resolved, the unit gains 1 aim token or 1 dodge token. Hmm. What do you guys think?
I mean, it's going to be cool on Mundi because he's going to be Danger Sense 2. That's going to be nice.
Sure, sure. But the standby one is very interesting because like the only one that really that takes a standby, none of them really want to take standby.
Yeah, that is kind of a very odd
Like
effect.
like if it was the old way to use
Hmm.
standby, this would be very good. But now that they changed standby, you don't want to take standbys anymore because you're pretty much going to move. And if you're attacking, you're already engaged, obviously. So I guess this is for when you engage Vader or Anakin, or I don't know.
Uh,
Yeah, it's
I
kind of
think
weird.
Yeah.
standbys are very situational. Because I think if you get an out of sequence standby and somebody's by you, they're gonna wanna attack you to get that suppression on you because if they move away, they're gonna trigger your standby. If they take an aim, they're gonna trigger your standby. So it has some, and not only will it trigger your standby,
But,
even if they,
you
But but
know,
but see, this card doesn't give you standby. You have to take an
yeah,
action to take a
yeah.
standby, and like that
oh,
doesn't.
okay,
Yeah, that
Eh,
doesn't come up. That's like old Legion, right? You would do that a
mhm.
lot. How
yeah.
often now are you taking standbys with your Jedi
Well,
character?
even with that, like, how often have we been seeing them giving out demoralized one like hotcakes to everybody?
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, it's
Yeah.
just shuts down standbys. But yeah, you're right. We don't take standbys as much.
Yeah, not with our
Um,
Jedis at least, right? That
no,
yeah.
yeah,
Old tech.
Hmm.
interesting.
Well, they did write this card 4 years ago, so I guess
There you
they
go. Yep, yep. I
I'm
mean, the
tired
art
of
looks cool.
I'm I'm tired of the generic cards. Okay, so here's the thing. I'll go with Nick. Um, Not only are you taking our command card soup away from us, but you're replacing our command hand with non-exciting garbage.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, yeah.
and which would be okay if we got a lot of them. So again,
These are
because
not fun. Like,
but that's what I'm saying. So if you created 3 command cards and one or two of them aren't the best, that's fine, right? You can choose to take them or not. You don't have any options with these characters of what command cards you are taking. You are locked in.
but I'm
That is
just saying,
it.
like if your philosophy was we want you to work card, then the generic Jedi Council command card should be exciting or impactful, not generic-ish.
Yeah. Maybe it's just a
Uh,
curse of the 2 pip. 2 pips always stink.
in my opinion, I feel like you don't want your generics to be too good because
But
then
these aren't
everybody runs.
generics though. These are their
Yeah,
These
cards.
are
not
Jedi
wrong.
These are
You're not
their
wrong.
Council.
You're
cards.
not
They
wrong.
don't have other
You're
cards.
not wrong. What
Yeah,
do you guys?
if these weren't that great and they had their own cards, great.
You can
But
live with
they
it.
don't.
Were you guys like excited for the people more for the High Command versus the Jedi Council?
I think the high command is, at least from what we've seen so far, they may prove us wrong when
Hmm.
we see more of this. I think the high command is definitely more unique and new and
The high
different.
command brings more exciting, big brain play stuff to the field.
Yeah.
I think this box is nice. The characters are cool, but I would say two to three of these characters are gonna live in the upgrade range,
Yeah,
and that's meh.
which I mean, I'll give them props there. Sign me up for that. Where's my freaking upgrades? Where is
But you
all
got
my?
one.
Well,
Oh, you got the best one in the
I,
game, sir.
I did, and I've won, but where's all the rest of them? So,
Sure.
He
so
wants
now,
Biston and Pow back.
now we see that this is just the way it is, right?
Yeah.
They're getting an upgrade with every. It seems like every character's an upgrade now.
Mhm.
So when are they gonna go back and create upgrades for all the characters that are already out? That's
I
what
think
I
it's too late.
want.
I think it's too late. Now, look,
No,
again, it's not too
BS.
late. It's
No,
not too late because they did Cassian, but I think going forward, it's a lot easier for them to do it versus going back. And I'm not saying they're not going back,
They
just print a
but
card.
like
no, they
a good
have to.
example is Ghost Crew. I think Ghost Crew you'll see that treatment too.
No, Ghost Crew is gonna be Bad Batch. They're gonna make a Bad Batch.
Well,
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be Bad Batch, and you can separate them.
no,
I don't know about that. I think they're probably just gonna be Bad Batch.
they're Bad Batch for
I think
rebels,
there's gonna be
dude.
Bad Batch. I don't know if they'll make it in individual cards for them.
They're gonna be
What if
operatives.
they don't make it
They're gonna
Bad
be
Batch?
operatives. Yeah.
What if they do this?
Oh, what if they gave? What if Ghost Crew was four separate
Yeah,
unit cards,
yeah, and you couldn't
but
take them.
also four separate upgrade cards?
Yeah,
So I wouldn't
They'd
be
all be
I,
operatives.
I wouldn't be sad about that because that still gives me a way to play all of them. But I would be a little sad in that I would not none of they would never be together.
sure.
Right? I want
Yeah.
a unit where they're all together, right? That would be fun.
Yeah,
But if they were four unit cards and or actually five, right? Five, yeah.
yeah. Five,
Five
five.
unit
Yeah.
cards and five upgrade cards, I'd be okay with that. I wouldn't be mad about that because that's still options.
Mhm.
So the question, Nick, when we do get the Bad Batch version of Ghost Crew, for AMG to make Nick happy that this unit is even in the game, where would your preference be in terms of rank? Would you want him as a support, special
No, special
forces,
forces.
special
Special
forces
forces makes the most sense.
to
That's
compete with your trench coat bandits?
my trench coat bandits. You mean sleeper cell?
Yeah.
I only have one unit. I only own one unit of sleeper
I
cell, so I
know.
got room
Okay.
for.
So for Nick,
Making
that
your
makes
list
sense.
was
He has
difficult.
room.
Like, God.
You heard him, AMG. Special Forces. Make
They
it
better
happen.
be special forces because that's exactly what they were. They were a ragtag team of just citizens that formed to, you know, fight the Empire. They should be special forces. They are sleeper cell. That's what they are.
Yeah. All right. Now, talking about uniqueness. Next one, we got Admiral Trench, who just screams all kind of uniqueness. So we don't know his unit card. We don't know what he's gonna do, but we do get his two pip and his own command upgrade. So his two pip is I smell fear and it smells good. It issues an order to two units. You choose up to two enemy units. Each chosen unit gains a one ploy token. This round, at the start of each ally unit's activation, you may choose an enemy unit that has one or more ploy tokens. If you do, you remove one of those ploy tokens and resolve one of the effects below. The chosen unit loses one green token. The chosen unit gains two suppression tokens. If the chosen unit has a face-up order token, shuffle that opponent's order back into the pool. Then his command upgrade is zero costs, and it's called Caught in a Web. You can tap it to choose, or sorry, not tap it. It's an action to choose up to two enemy units within 5 and an LOS. Each chosen unit gains one ploy token. Admiral Trench may make this action twice per activation. When an enemy trooper unit within 5 and an LOS that has one or more ploy token attacks, if an ally unit attacks an ally unit, you may spend one of those tokens. If you do, after the attack was resolved, the enemy unit gains two suppression tokens. What do we think so far with the information we have?
Nick's muted.
Oh,
There it is.
So this is neat. It makes me upset that it's on a CAS unit, of course, but so
I,
this and again, maybe they'll still surprise us, but this is exactly what should have been on some of the Jedi Council cards,
sure.
right? Something like this.
I mean, to be fair, out of the whole Jedi Council, like I feel like Shakti is that uniqueness because I think Shakti does the most uniqueness out of all of them, right? In the sense that it encourages a different way to list build.
Yeah.
But
I just mean with their philosophy, what they said
mm,
that they're gonna put the neat stuff directly on the unit so you don't need to bring three command cards. That's
sure,
what they did here, right?
yeah,
But they didn't do that with the other characters. So
and
this this does this does seem cool.
I feel like this breaks a 2 pip curse because this seems really good.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
ability to put up to two, you could do it twice, ploy tokens, and then give them. So you could give out to 4 ploy tokens on this turn,
What do you think
and
it
then
does?
uh, that's well, I'm assuming if it doesn't have another effect, it does what caught in the web is, gives C
Yeah.
suppression.
It's only the effect on the caught in the web and the command card when you play it. So that
Yeah.
one turn you can do more with your play
Okay.
tokens.
Hmm.
I just
Uh,
assumed they would have something else, I
I,
guess.
I think this is enough, sir. This is enough. They don't need to be doing more.
it
You
takes
don't
away a
want them to
die.
downgrade your
It down.
offensive
Yes.
dice?
Yes. No,
No.
not Aquas. Downgrade the enemy dice, baby. Uh, this is our general tag right here. You know.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what is it with CIS now just being able to hand out like 12 suppression around
Hey, baby.
without
We're
without like taking an action?
we're the A team. Hey, I gotta take actions. I gotta give them a point token. That costs me an action, sir.
No, because with your command card, you just hand them out for free, and then
Sure,
you give
sure.
them two suppression.
I play the
And the
2 pip. You're not wrong.
range is wild.
Yeah, that is wild. Like range
Sniper
5.
range with a
Like
mean, dirty look.
this tells me that he's gonna be very weak. I can see him being at 4 health. Whether that's red saves or white saves. But
White, he's got to
because
be white save. He's
White.
a
He's got to be
spider.
white.
oh, a spider, I don't know about you, but how many people jump when they see a spider?
Oh
That's a
gosh, I've
red
seen
save.
spiders killed in such the simplest ways.
But how long did it take you to kill it? That's the more important thing. How long did it take you to find that shoe and then throw it at it and miss? You know what I mean?
Shoe, you just smash it with your hand. What are you talking about,
Whoa,
shoe?
whoa, sir.
Nick is
I don't want
wild.
to die. That's
I
not
grew
the
up in I grew
answer.
up in the country.
I did not, sir. I grew up in the city. We don't we like rats. We're okay with rats. Spiders, not so much. Um, you know what's so funny is my girlfriend also grew up in the country, and every time she sees a spider, she's like, go kill it." And I'm like, what? She's like, "Your hand, get your hand." I'm like, "My hand? I'm gonna die."
The worst thing that will happen is you'll get superpowers.
You're gonna forget to wash your hands. You're gonna eat your sandwich, and then Venom, you're dead.
But yeah, Admiral Trench looks cool. I'm excited. It's probably gonna be dirt cheap because it doesn't look like he's gonna be doing much other than being supportive, right?
Yeah, he's gonna be like a general tag, right? He's gonna be white saves, not do
Yeah,
anything, but just do that. He'll have some keywords, of course, too, though. But yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Complaint for this box before we get to Savage. Why the hell didn't they give Asajj a new sculpt? Everything in
Why?
there,
Why would you give him a
e-
new scope?
was she the only one that was
everything.
already hard plastic?
I think so.
Yeah.
That's why all the other ones were soft. So
God,
they had to. Well, they didn't have to, but they took the effort to make new sculpts for all the soft plastic.
I
That's why they didn't
hate
change hers.
I hate this box so much because the only thing in there I want is Savage, and I'm not gonna buy this damn box for 4 minis I don't need.
Well, I'm excited for it because I get a new Dooku scope, which is cool. And
Ugly.
then I get Admiral Trench and Savage. Like that's because like let's assume Admiral Trench wasn't in this. Then I just need it just for Savage. But now I'm gonna have Admiral Trench on top of it, so it makes it
They
more of a
could have just did
by
a
itself.
box with Savage and freaking Trench by themselves.
Have you seen how much it costs to
Yeah,
buy like 2 models?
you would have been paying like $50 for that, and you're gonna pay probably 70 for this. So
Yeah.
you're gonna get all the extra
70
models.
bucks for only
You could
one
sell the other
model.
ones.
That
You don't
is
need to keep
Yeah,
them.
you could sell the other
who
ones.
Yeah.
needs Dooku?
I
Who needs
I
Grievous when Will Bite Greg is running around? Who needs Dooku that doesn't already have Dooku? And the Dooku that we got is the more better
I
pose.
I
No,
agree. I
Who
wrong.
agree.
doesn't have Asajj?
No,
Like,
I
come
agree with I
on.
agree with Jose. I'm not gonna buy this box. No one needs to buy this box.
Yeah, well, that's because you don't like dark side people, so
Grab your
that's
pitchfork
a
with
mute
me,
point.
Nicholas.
Um, but yeah, Admiral Tread looks cool. I'm excited for him. You think he's gonna be a commander?
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
a
he's an
commander.
admiral.
He's got to be a commander. Yeah, he's admiral. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be silly if there was operative. That'd be like making like Jyn Erso an operative.
Yeah, yeah. She definitely deserved it though. She didn't really command
Rebel
anything.
salt.
She wasn't even really a part of Cassian's crew. She was just like, I'm here for my daddy.
Oh my gosh.
I rebel.
All right, moving on. We finally got Savage's unit card. We don't know his
Boo.
cost, obviously. I'm a little sad because I think he should have been 8 health, but good news is I think that means
You
he's gonna be
said
cheap.
8?
Yeah,
He's already one health too many for his slot.
he's gonna be cheap. That just means he's gonna be cheap, and I'm okay with that.
6
That's
is
that's
the
okay.
new operative level, Nick, for
I
new
get
classic.
Good
I guess
guys.
now it is.
Only good guys are 5 health because they suck. Get them out of here. So we got Savage Press. We got both his CIS and his Shadow Collective. I'm gonna go over just one and let you know what the difference is in the other one because they're pretty much identical. So Savage is gonna be an operative. He has 6 health, Courage 2, Red Defense dice. He does not surge up or down. Speed 2. He has Jump 1, Demoralize 1, in Range 2, Immune Pierce, and Retinue Maul. His double-bladed lightsaber is Impact 2, Pierce 2, Ram 1, which is 2 red, 2 white, 2 black. His Dark Fury, he has a range attack, which is 1 to 2. His Poison 1, which is super cool. Then Scatter, but only 3 black. And the only difference between the Shadow Collective 1 and the CIS is Retinue Retinue Dooku is for CIS, where Retinue Maul is for Shadow Collective. His 1 pip is We Shall Start with Revenge. It issues in order to Maw and Savage Press. Savage Press may suffer up to the current round number in wounds. Then for each wound token Savage Press has, Savage gains 1 aim. Finally, for each wound token Maw has, Maw gains 1 aim. Choose one of Maw's command cards in your discard pile if able. Return the chosen command card to your command hand. I'm gonna let you guys speak if you guys want to. What do you guys think? How you feel?
No, you got to go first.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yep,
Appreciate
yep,
it.
yep.
Uh, his command card sucks. Like I
What?
hate it. Yes,
What?
yes, I hate it. I'm a little salty about it, but I'm not too salty about
Oh
it.
my
Um,
God,
and
JR.
the reason why is because he got us. When you play this, you're gonna want to suffer wounds. You want to suffer at least 2 wounds, right, to get your enrage going. Again, with the wounding yourself. He doesn't have Geo. There's really no significant reason to wound yourself other than to get the rage 2. And I'm okay. I do kind of like that because in my experience with Fifth Brother is that no one ever shoots at him because of that charge, right? It's just like, we're not gonna shoot at him. But you want to probably play this on turn 2, which arguably is the most important turn. And then you get Maul's command card back, which which one is turn 1? You probably play standing orders or something that's a 3 pip. You definitely did play a 1 pip, and that's probably the ones you want back is At Last or Duel of Fates. Arguably Witch Magic, but it's definitely too early in the game for Maul to have suffer so many wounds to have played Witch Magic on turn 1, right? So I don't know, man. I'm just not feeling his command card. And then what's worse is if you don't take Maul, you don't get the second half, which I guess is fine. But all this command card, it really is. It's a 1 pip to enable enrage. That's it. That's all it does. It gives you aims, but again, that's all it really does is enable enrage. That's all you're using it for. So I don't know, man. It's it's okay, I guess.
So what about
Um,
his unit card? Could he?
So I don't think he's gonna be super competitive, but he
Ooh.
does look a lot of fun. Because his ability to not surge up or down is huge. The surging up, his Dark Fury is gonna miss more time than it's gonna hit, right? And you have to wound when you poison. So not only do you have to at least get some hits, then you gotta get over cover, and everything's giving out dodges nowadays. So now you gotta get over the dodges. It's cool. The poison one's cool, but because you don't surge, it's I think it's lackluster, the Dark Fury attack. I do like his lightsaber. I like the Ram one. Um, I don't really understand the demoralized one. Like I said, they're giving out like hotcakes, right? Shutting down standbys. But he doesn't really do anything. Like if we're gonna go the unique route of the uniqueness, this is just a pretty much a worser fifth trooper.
I mean,
Sorry, not
fifth
fifth
Worst
brother.
fifth
trooper,
I
brother?
mean,
fifth
fifth
brother.
brother.
Yeah, fifth
Really?
brother. Yeah,
Not
because
worse. He's better, but
Yeah.
I don't think he's better because fifth brother surges to hit and he has block, which is huge.
yeah, but
Um,
his lightsaber is worse.
Mm-hmm.
He has no way to wound himself. He
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
doesn't
but
have
you
retinue. Doesn't have range
and
attack.
I do understand like him not having deflect or
He's in
block
a worse faction.
is good to get hit, like to get shot at, right? But I just feel like he's gonna die faster than most things, right?
I
Uh,
so I do agree he's close to fifth brother. I don't think he's
mhm.
worse. It just means he's going to be cheap like fifth brother, or should be at least.
What?
He'll be
How
he won't.
much? How much is fifth brother?
Oh,
Like the
he got
regular
lowered. He's
He's like
97 points
90,
now. 97.
90 something.
97?
He's 97.
I think Savage is gonna be cheaper than that. I think Savage is gonna be 80.
No,
I think 80.
No.
I'm
no,
predicting 80.
no.
Yeah.
That would be pretty crazy if they've never made a Jedi that cheap.
Well, I don't see. He's gonna have.
He still has Pierce
Force
too.
user. Force user, not Jedi.
Well,
He's
Force user.
he's still he probably will have one force slot, which is gonna be reserved for burst of speed, right? Um. I mean, again, I'm not upset at it. Like, I think all his stuff is cool. I think he's gonna, if he's at the correct price point, which pretty cheap. I think he's gonna like be good in that sense. But as far as like competitive play, I'm not sure.
He'll be in between Asajj and Fifth Brother. So Fifth Brother's 97, Asajj is
Yeah,
115. He'll be in
yeah.
between that.
You think he'll be more than the fifth brother?
Yes. Oh yeah, he's better than
Oh,
Fifth Brother. Oh yeah, he's better than Fifth Brother,
I don't know,
without a
man. I
doubt.
I think he's worse than fifth brother.
No, Fifth Brother. He rolls like his lightsaber's terrible.
What's
What
his
does he
like? Five
roll?
blacks, right?
It's five blacks.
And
Yes,
he surges to hit.
surge to hit, but only Pierce one.
Sure, but he
So
he has ram one.
he actually has Ram two,
Oh, even oh, I think fifth brother
but
does more. But
but
other than the fact that he can't enable rage to himself.
yeah,
Well, there is one command card that gives him one wound. So I think one of his command card gives him one wound. So
Fifth Brother.
there's
There's no command
yeah,
cards to give them
yeah,
wounds.
yeah. It's either
Mm,
Seven Sister does it or Fifth Brother, but one of them, their command card issues one wound to himself. Correct me on that because I could be wrong,
I do
but
not.
I'm
I do
pretty
JR's been
sure
not.
because
cheating people.
Do
back
He's
when I
been
not
was
cheating
recall.
people.
I do
back
not
when
recall that at all. And
back
I've played them
I,
three times.
you played them before?
I remember I brought him to a tournament
I played.
and
Oh,
they
I
did
think you did. I
terrible.
think you did. Yeah, I played him too, and I remember trying to get someone to shoot at him so I could get at least one wound because the next turn I could take a wound off a command card and get that in range too.
There's no command cards that do wounds
No, there's not.
unless you're thinking of like Vader's command card.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
It was the motivate because I
Yeah,
would I would always run him with the motivate. That's right. You're right. It was that one. That was the one I was just like, oh yeah, I'll take the wound off of motivate and then and get him in range too. Yep, that's the one I'm thinking of. What about you guys? How you guys feel about this one?
well
I
going to
know
your
Nick said it. Yeah.
going to your the command card. I agree with a lot of what you said. I think this would have been much better if it wasn't a one pip.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
It's a it. I look at the other one pips that you're going to want to bring over this, and that's going to always be the case.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Which sucks because like, and honestly, people just don't shoot at him, and you'll be fine, right? So it's like a real hard sell that you should bring this just to enable range two, if your opponent doesn't shoot at him.
Although you might want to shoot at him because it probably will
Yeah.
die pretty fast. he's he's not
Sure.
he's a
That's what I'm saying.
he's a stormtrooper squad, right?
Yeah.
So he's gonna die pretty
That's
fast if you
that's
leave him out in the open.
that's what I'm saying, and
So
I really think you're gonna use Dark Fury for the scatter more than anything. The poison one is just kind of a icing on the cake a little bit.
I think you never do the Dark Fury.
I
I
only think you do the Dark Fury if you move
nope,
Shu.
nope.
Because if you don't have a rage 2,
I think you never do it. If you're in that situation, move again.
you're probably right. You're
Because
probably right.
because you're thinking about, oh, I can get that poison for one more wound.
Well,
You're 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 already doing that with your lightsaber with Pierce 2,
I'm thinking more of the scatter, right?
the scatter.
Yeah.
But you have so much. Well, depending where you're bringing him, you have so much
Mm,
scatter now available in
sure.
your CIS
Sure.
army. I don't know if you need him to also be scattering people.
That's fair. That's fair. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. What do you think, Jose?
I think you guys are missing the big picture.
Oh, okay. What's the big picture?
So agree with Nick's point. The one pip does suck. Um,
I thought that was my point, but it's okay.
Speaking, well, no, I don't mean suck. I mean in terms of what you're putting it against. Because Dooku has a nasty one pip, Separatist Alliance has a new nasty one pip. So it's already in contention there. This card would have been a shoe-in if you guys had if what was the old keyword that Cat Lando and Callus had, where you got to sideboard an extra command card.
Oh, oh gosh, I'm forgetting now what it was called.
Contingency?
Contingency.
Contingencies.
Yeah.
If contingency was still a thing, this is an automatic sideboard for that. Um, so breaking it down, I think you don't ever play him in Shadow Collective until you guys get the um the sisters.
Or the
Cause
Direct Thugs? Yeah.
no, the witches. What are they called? Night Sisters.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah.
you know they're gonna come with like Mother Talzin, and she's gonna have some crazy token shenanigans that she's gonna be able to help aid this guy. The only way in Shadow Collective he can even generate tokens is with Maul's 3 pip, where he's on the throne, where you
Well,
store.
he also has Retinue Mall, right? And Retinue DQ. So he will be getting tokens.
Yeah, but I
Um,
mean like extra stuff to help him live. Maul's card
sure.
stacks tokens that he has access to that isn't required a range.
The only
Um,
problem, yeah, no, you're not wrong. 'Cause the one I'm
eh,
thinking of, you got to dive Maul in to get all these free tokens. So you're right. You're right. There's a Maul gives them a lot of
but
tokens.
if Maul's diving, that's what you want Maul doing anyways.
Sure.
But my thing is I don't think so. I don't necessarily agree that you want to. That I don't think this being a one pip hurts in terms of when he's in CIS. Like you're gonna be running him with Dooku. And even if you run him with Maul and like say Kalani for some kind of spiciness, like Maul has a lot of ability to burn some command cards to get into position, and this guy can like you. The reason he can't be cheap is because you got a moving wall of aquas that you know where he's gonna be going with,
You don't
and
have that in
therefore
Shadow
he
Collective.
no, I'm saying I'm speaking on CIS part
Mm.
now. I'm saying in Shadow Collective, don't even look at him until the sisters arrive.
Oh,
My
I'm
upside for
I'm definitely making
my
a list.
Yeah, there's never going to be sisters.
my I think there will be. My
Yeah.
upside
I think there'd be a battle
my
force.
we didn't
Some
think there'd be
factions.
Fang fight. We didn't think there'd be Fang fighters, Nick. Come on.
We thought there'd
Think
be
bigger here.
Gungans.
Think bigger here.
We thought there'd be
Gungans are probably
Gungans.
still they're probably still
They
there.
they did
They were
emphasize that they're working on sub factions. Like
we're not on
literally,
the
they
we're
shut
not on the
down
fourth year
Shatterpoint
yet,
for
Nick.
that.
They did not
So
shut down Shatterpoint.
I think if you make a list with Aquas, Maul, and this guy, Maul can do the Maul things, and then you could burn this one pip on a two, turn 4, regenerate Maul's Duel of the Fates if he needs that. And you don't got to worry about him being shot. Um, you know, but damn, but then Kalani has a good one pip. No, I
Yeah,
don't really
There
that's
like
are
that,
there's
Kalani's one
yeah,
so
pip.
many good one
yeah,
pips.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
He's going to be cheap. I'm not
yeah,
scared of this model at all.
yeah.
I
I
think
agree. I agree. I think he's gonna be cheap. That's the only way you're gonna want to take him.
Any core super squad from any army can kill him.
Yeah.
if they can see him.
Who care?
Well, they.
Who cares if he's not engaging me? He's doing nothing.
Mhm. Yeah.
So
I
I don't care if I
I've
don't see it.
I've lost too many games to force users that don't do nothing for
He's
3 rounds and then move and
but
kill me.
he's not like that force user. He's not going to be doing. He can't do that much. He
I
can't do that
mean,
much.
you're
He has
right.
no he
I
has no
agree.
charge. He has
Mm.
no
Hmm.
relentless. His
Yeah.
lightsaber is Obi-Wan's and Ahsoka's
Can I say that
lightsaber.
I think everybody's handicapped on Charge and Relentless? Like
For our special characters, yes.
I
In my opinion, all special characters
Should have
like should,
something.
yeah, steady,
Relentless,
gunslinger,
charge. I
yeah,
agree.
every one of them
Yeah.
doesn't make no sense to me.
Especially in a basically a 4 round game,
Yeah,
essentially.
yeah, I agree. I agree.
I don't know. I
Um,
don't think not having those is like the end all be all. I think
I I
I think having Charge, Relentless, Steady is like a way to just
be
I don't
useful.
know.
I agree.
I look at the game. I look at the
but
game differently.
but
Like,
see, the reason why I say give to everyone, because that's what actually separates these characters as being maybe better than the core grunts.
Hmm.
Right now, because
Yeah.
right now, most of our core grunt squads are throwing more dice and doing more damage than our
yeah,
characters.
Hmm.
And I look at this character who dies just as easy as a core grunt squad and doesn't throw more dice than them.
Hmm.
So the only thing that makes him special is giving him charge and steady and relentless and giving him those things. So that's why his action economy, and he has no action economy.
Hmm.
I don't know.
I
I
agree.
think he's gonna be he's going to be um he's
I'll
gonna be
be
one of those under the radar type things. I think a lot. I think people looking at the complexity of him is gonna drive. So my thing is, people like the action compression. They like different things. I get that. I'm an oddball out when it comes to that. Um, I think that he's gonna be one of those things where it's like he's gonna fly under the radar for a while until somebody actually has the wherewithal to put the work in to structure a list that works for him or that he can benefit from. Um, because yeah, you're right. He probably could get torn apart by a super squad. That's fine. But if you have to chew through a wall of aquas that are returning fire, if you sit him with Will Bite Greg and you know, 3 stats that can chew apart the things that can kill him, like in later on in the game, having 6 wounds, even if you haven't been shot at, is a lot better than, you know, having 3 wounds and trying to tackle a position. And once again, if he's the cheap route, let's say he's super cheap, dirt cheap, I'll go with JR. Let's say he's 80 points. Well, guess what? Slap force push on him, and now he can shift a point really easily for
But
just
he
being
doesn't
that
have
low
Master of the
cost.
well,
Force.
he
Dude,
won't
you just
he
need it once.
yeah, he won't be 80 points because
Well, no, I'm just saying,
we
like
know
if
how terrible JR is at point
I'm
costing
just saying,
things. So
like
Hey,
if
I think the
he's
wheel
dirt
bikes are
cheap,
overcosted. I'm saying that out loud now.
if
I
he
think they
if
need to be
he's
cheaper. The
I'm
wheel
saying
bikes
that
are
if he
way
yeah,
too overcosted.
I'm saying if he's dirt cheap and you know one and you can staple force push on him, like one force push can swing a game on a VP really quick. And I because I've been victimized by that.
I,
I've
I will
seen that
be
happen.
I will be so happy if players play this instead of Asajj against me. I'll take that every day.
You guys are thinking too small, man. I'm thinking Dooku, Maul, Savage. Like I'm thinking Asajj. I'm going ham. I'm just running them all.
Man's gonna have like 4 saber users.
If that's not enough, what's cool in this box is we're getting our own generic, not tied to a council, our own generic CIS one pip
I think
for the
this is cool.
cause, and I do like it a lot. It's a one pip. It's called for
Really?
the cause. It gives it order to a commander and 2 operatives, and you must nominate a commander unit as to play this card. So if your commander, if you only have one commander and he dies, you can't play this card. When a unit is issued an order with this card, it gains 1 surge token. I'll
You
tell you
like
why.
this? You
The
like
reason,
this
Yeah.
card?
now
It's a one pip that gives 3 orders.
I do agree that there are other one pips that are better. But the reason why I like it is that what Jose said, it gives 3 orders. and it gives surge tokens with in CIS we suffer. We don't get a lot of surge tokens. What
Uh-oh,
does
what
that
you looking
mean?
for?
Why in the hell, as a Separate player, do you need to hand out three orders with your one pit? You already have perfect order control. Who
Because this
freaking
is extra
But
cares?
perfect order
but hold on.
control.
This encourages other list building. Like I said,
No,
All
shut
right.
up.
br-
This is extra order
br-
So,
control.
all right.
This
I
card with your
great,
HQ uplink B1. Full
g-
orders. There we go.
great,
On a
great.
one pip.
Play this card. Perfect. Love it. If it's my card, I freaking burn it. This is a garbage one pip. But yeah, you can play it. Go ahead. Play this card.
I mean, I like the uniqueness in that it gives out surge and it gives out 3 hours, and you're not wrong. Perfect order control, and like ironically, you don't want Asajj to have an order because of
Yeah,
independent dodge.
that too. This
Yeah.
is I
But if I want to run
It's
B2s
not for
and I
Asajj.
want to
It's for
run
Maul and Duke, Maul
I
and
want to run
Savage.
Droidicas and I want to run Aquas, my order pool is gonna be like garbage,
well, your order
right?
pool is going to be Legion. You'll be playing Star Wars Legion at that point, sir.
And that's why they gave me this card because they don't want me to play Legion. That's what I'm saying.
So I mean, I just look at some of the other cards that your own faction just got and the amount of stuff they do and the tokens they hand out. I mean, this is lackluster at
You're
best.
right. You're right. It's one of not I don't want to say the worst one pips out there for CIS, but definitely if you're bringing a commander and two operatives, do you really want to bring this one pip?
No,
Right?
because you're going to want to bring their one pips.
I agree. I agree.
That's
But
what I'm saying.
it
It's
seems
terrible. Why would you ever not bring your other one pips?
because Nick, I live on the edge. That's why.
No, you don't. I've seen the
You
list you
know,
make.
Um, yeah, it's not super good.
look, Nick, if
It,
I'm running double AATs and two super tacks and one regular tack and a bunch of B1s or rad cannons, I need this card.
No, you don't.
Yes, I
You're
do.
the two orders is not more important than what your other one pips could be doing.
If I had you didn't hear the composition, Nick. Two super tacks, not the Kalani, two super tacks, a bunch of B1s or rad cannons, and two AATs. I'm gonna have Field Commander on one of the AATs, so I'm
but
not gonna have a. Oh, I
what
need
he's
a commander. Never mind. Take it back. Regular
Yeah.
tag droid. A
what
regular tag droid.
and what he's saying is that if you're obviously doing this for the orders, so you're bringing two operatives, and those operatives you're bringing, you're probably going to bring their one pips, right?
The super tax don't have good.
This should have been a three pip or a two pip.
If it was a two pip, that'd make more sense.
Yeah, this should have been a three pip or a two
I
pip.
I mean again, I
Look, we
get
didn't
they
say
were
it was the best. We just said we liked it, Nick. And then you
I
shit on it.
great. Play it. I'm
You know what?
although
I will, Nick, and you're gonna
You
like it when
play
I
this
do.
card, JR. You play this card, and
I'm
you
gonna
one
play
shot
it.
his Cassian.
Like literally, it's only for like maybe I think just Savage because he needs Surge Token so bad. He needs them so bad. But anyways, yeah. Moving on.
Look how lame that Dooku poses.
This is my favorite. This is the better pose. The better
Uh-uh.
pose. I'm saying it right now. You see this Grievous pose? Horrible compared to the old one. This new one, love it. All right, Nick.
All right,
You
here we
got
go, Nick.
you got a
all
unit
right.
for your faction. A new
No, I
one, I
didn't.
might
It's
add.
another mercenary
You
unit.
got Han and Chewie. He is an operative, mercenary. What's important is operative one. I'm gonna get an explanation of the one. Mercenary rebels. You equip Han Solo, reckless smuggler, and Chewbacca, the courageous co-pilot. Eyes on the
Courageous.
prize, steady, which we don't know what eye on the prize does. Has self-preservation, so can't be issued orders and can't use their courage bubble. Uncanny luck 2. Its health is a dash, just assuming you're gonna get from the two up equipables. Courage 2, surges to crit, white defense dice and surges down. Speed 2. Now, I'm gonna interject here a little bit. It says operative 1,
Hmm.
and then you have to equip these guys, which add health. So,
It's either a typo,
right.
which is very common, right? We've seen the
Yeah.
wrong things on these
Hmm.
pictures. So it might just be a typo,
Hmm.
and it should be 0 and then adding Han
Yeah.
and Chewie. Because
Assuming because
that's the only thing that makes sense. Because if it was truly them together, then they would just have the health on the card.
right, right.
You get to
Which
bring a Gonk droid.
maybe only Chewie has a health on the card and Han doesn't have a health. Then it makes
But
sense.
No,
but
you'd
no,
have
because
to.
they have to have their own health if you're going to take the models off like you do with Bad Batch.
Well, what's
Yep.
interesting is you're right. And the one represents a mini. So the
Yeah,
other two,
that's why I think it's just a mistake.
yeah, because
That's the only
Bad Batch
explanation.
is 0, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
Bad Batch is
yeah.
0.
It has a 0 on the card.
Hmm.
I don't own Bad Batch, so that's what I was wondering if it was
Oh,
just
you
the
should.
operative.
It's really good.
Yeah,
Not a Bad Batch fan.
I think it just is a mistake. Because if it was truly this was one unit, then the health would be on the card, and when the health is gone, you just pull the whole unit off, right?
Right,
Instead of
right.
pulling one model off at a time, which is what we think is going to be the case.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not excited, Nick?
I mean, I am and I am and I ain't. So
Hmm.
it's another operative.
Yep. Yeah, it is. It is.
It's another mercenary. So it's like, so again, I feel like I'm banging my head against the wall. This is not adding anything to my army because it's just the same slot for all my stuff. So I'm just taking stuff out of my army instead of adding stuff in.
When I was building
Uh,
your list, I was like, holy operatives, my God. They should be able to take the other slots.
and it doesn't it's not it hurts that they're an operative that limits it too as well, just the list building in
Mm,
general.
yeah.
So I'm cool to see I'm happy to see what they do, but at the same time it's like like what am I trading off here to play them. So we'll see how much health they have. We'll see what eyes on the prize steady does, which makes it sound like it's not as good as regular steady. That's the
Hmm.
assumption, which also would stink. The self-preservation stinks. Um, so there's a lot.
Courage too.
The courage too. So there's
Yep.
actually, to be honest, there's actually not a lot to like about what you see here. Like what we see here, there's nothing to like. There's nothing that this unit is doing
Hmm.
that's good or unique or exceptional. So they must have some really cool text on those upgrade cards.
I feel like I think you're right. I think eye on the prize is either A, if you pick a unit like kind of like bounty, if you kill it, you now forever have steady, or you pick a unit and only against that unit you get steady.
Negative.
I think it's more plausible that you get steady if you attack a unit that's contesting or holding an objective.
Mm, that might be
Mm,
right.
I
That
think
sounds
it's steady when
more
you're
ideal.
steady with when you're within 2 of a POI. That's the only time you have steady.
That
Because
could be
you're
something too. Sure,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah.
so for Nick's gripe here, if you're gonna make a mercenary rebel only, just make the fucking card mercenary or rebels.
Exactly. Just make them
Like
rebels.
if it
Yes.
would have been because this keep in mind this looks like from what I've heard this is like a younger Han.
Okay.
So they could have if they were gonna put mercenary and do rebels
Hey
and
man.
empire. Hold on.
Yeah.
Rebels and Empire because the 2242 battalion or whatever is coming out, Han was enlisted in that, so it makes sense that this maybe not Chewie, but I'm saying like because I figure if these models are taking damage, the first model to come off the board is Chewie.
Right.
So maybe not Chewie, but like the Han unit alone would be in the shoe in for that. But if you're gonna if you're gonna just have him be a mercenary, because it feels like he's mercenary for mercenary's sake because they're like
Hmm.
in the lore Han is wild child on his own, so we have to put mercenary on him. We have to put self-preservation. No, just make him a fucking rebel and do away with the BS. Like who cares?
Well,
Yeah,
what
and
if
I've heard a lot of that too about this is younger Han. I mean,
You see
it,
Harrison Ford still?
this is Harrison Ford. I mean, unless they just didn't want to make it look like the other actor, this is not younger Han. This is Tatooine New Hope Han. This is
yeah.
like Han. right before he meets Luke and Obi-Wan.
That's
So this is
technically younger than the other ones.
uh, okay, it's younger, but you're talking about a character that was 20 minutes away from being part of the Rebel Alliance. So it's like
Yeah.
that's why I don't why I agree that he should just been a Rebel unit. This is this
Yeah,
this this is just regular
this
Han
is
Solo.
bad.
I'm hoping, because I agree with everything you guys said, that the two equipables are going to be really, really good. That explains
They
why he's a
better be.
mercenary. Yeah,
You're
yeah.
forced to take them.
And you know what's the worst part about this whole thing is Nick's probably paying $50 for this box.
No.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It'll be probably $50.
Oh
Yep.
man, it's
No,
pricey.
because hold on. The reason I say no is because we've seen some of the AMG price robberies that they've been doing, and for the low price of $50, you get Rook, Cass, Gar Saxon, and Maul. That's three minis for 50. So I think these guys are gonna come in at like 40. Side note,
Um,
side note, I want to say that this unit is I think the upside of this unit is it's gonna be a high health unit. I feel like it's gonna be white saves, but I feel like if you're combining Han and your Chewie, you're looking at like I don't know, 6 to 8 wounds for the mini for Chewie and like 4 to 5 for Han, and Han dies last.
Sure, sure.
which is kind
Um,
of sad to say that. Um, I'm looking for it real quick. I'm looking for the Vader and
and
Veer's
Veers.
box. How much was that box, that repackage? Because that was only two models, and I thought it was
You're
an
not gonna
expensive box.
isn't Vader is Vader in the new high
Okay,
command?
so no, Vader
No,
Vader and
no.
Veers are in
Okay.
their own box. It's
Yep.
35. So the Vader
Yeah.
Veers box was 35. So maybe
See?
this will only be 35, maybe.
Yeah, there's no way. Like it's already daylight robbery
Well,
that the old Shadow Collector box was $70 and you got a lot of crap and then AMG turns around and it's like, here's the same hard plastic for
it
50.
might be 40 though. The
Out of here.
customizable were two units. Those are 40.
But those are customs. You're getting way more
Yeah,
stuff. This is
sure.
essentially these sculpts. This Chewie sculpt and this Han sculpt. I'm gonna go out on a limb here. You can tell me I'm crazy. They probably dusted these off from the old FFG armory, pulled them out, and was like, "Holy crap, we have these. Let's make this." And that's it. Like this. I mean, this is like your seventh Chewie sculpt. Come on,
I
Nick.
guess
There's
I guess
no
we'll see. I guess we'll
way.
see how good they are.
This is gonna be
Yep,
40
yep.
bucks. This is gonna be $40, and I'm saying they're gonna be 40 because I think the only drawback is they're mercenary when they shouldn't be. I think they're gonna have something stupid. Chewie's gonna have I don't put it past them. This would be kind of cool. The Chewie upgrade to either enable Guardian for something or bring over his Enrage. And now Han has charge with Chewie.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Uh, moving on. We got
Busted.
the Jedi Bark Speeders. So you're gonna be getting looks to be like Obi-Wan. I believe the customs in this too. I could be wrong. We're gonna see that in a minute.
Yeah, it is.
And Anakin. We got the stat card. So for Anakin only. So for Anakin, he's an operative. He has 6 health. He doesn't break. He does not surge up or down. Pretty bad. He is a speed 3. He has cover 2, independent aim 2, or surge 2. So never mind. There's the surges right there. He has immune to pierce, reposition speeder 1. He has an overrun attack, which is impact 2, overrun 1, pierce 2, scatter, which is 2 red, 2 black. And he has a twin blaster cannon, which is 1 to 3. Fixed front and a sleek to 1. It's 4 white, 2 black. What do you think, Jose?
So question.
Answer.
When they first released this box, I believe, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, I believe when they first released this box and they showed us the contents, it was Anakin and Obi as the Jedi speeders, and the commander was a alternate option.
Hmm.
Because I don't think you're gonna buy Obi's on the box. We're clearly getting Obi.
Yep.
I don't see them selling you three bark speeders in this box. I think you have
Oh,
to
it's right
choose
there.
between no.
Yeah,
what?
you get two. You get two.
You get
You're
two.
right. You're gonna have to
That's what I'm
choose.
saying.
You're gonna have to
Like you're
choose.
probably
Yeah.
this is another one of those I this is another one of those grimy situations where Obi's good, Anakin's good, the generic is I think is good, and now I have to buy a second box and have a Bark Speeder
Well, we
maybe
don't know
that
if
I need.
Obi-Wan's good.
He's gonna be Anakin. Okay, I think he'll be good. I think he'll be good, but then
That's
You're
fair. That's fair.
I say that with a grain of salt because I think Anakin's Anakin's card alone is great, and as of right now, Anakin gets access to all of Anakin's cards, which makes him far up higher in stock. Because I think more highly of Anakin's cards than I do Obi-Wan's.
so assuming, and it sure looks like um, all of these models have different torsos and arms. So, which tells me that you will probably be able to make all three of the riders out of the box, but you'll have two barks. So as long as you technically will get three.
Magnetize.
Yeah, just man, don't glue them on. Then you could pull them off, pull them on. You just couldn't play
Well,
all three at once for
yeah.
sure without buying two boxes.
Which looks to be the case that you can, assuming because it doesn't matter what rank Obi-Wan is. We have an operative and the Jedi Knight is a commander. So technically you can run all three, right?
Yeah, Obi will
Yeah.
most likely be a commander, I would assume. But
Yeah. Um, are you hyped about this, Jose?
Yeah. I I I love the fact that these Bark Speeders don't break. I think in good faith, because I always try to tell Rob that I'm not a favoritist kind of guy because I am the big bad for wanting Rob to lose his Dark Trooper BS.
Sure.
But to balance that out, to show that I'm not a fan of BS, I also don't think Anakin this version should have access to Anakin's cards, in my opinion.
Maybe they won't.
Because but the thing is, rules is written right now, he does. It
Sure.
just says
mhm.
Anakin Skywalker.
Hmm.
So, like I told Rob, what makes this Anakin like value through the roof is his two pip, which gives him an extra six white die.
Sure.
Because now you have a ridiculous overrun with the ridiculous blaster shot, and that's just that card. That's not the card. That's not including Anakin's one pip, which gives him two attacks. That's not including an extra move. Like his Child Slayer 3000 Anakin's cards on make this thing insane,
But to be
and
fair,
I don't think it should.
yeah, you're not wrong. Because I was thinking like he's gonna die faster, but I feel like you just get because like so I think this unit's gonna be cheap. I don't think it's gonna be as costly heaven as the Anakin we have right now, and for
No,
that
no,
reason,
no, it's not.
because you don't want to be giving this orders, and you're most
Nope.
likely gonna be taking the Surge 2 until you're ready to do. I don't know. I think you take the Surge 2 all the time
You're taking the Surge 2 until you play the 2 pip and you need those extra aims.
because the moment you don't take the Surge 2, he dies, right?
No, no. Because you still got pseudo cover, right? Because speeder gives you cover.
Yeah, but you have a bigger base. You're a vehicle now, so you don't um you're gonna be spotted more, and you're gonna come at us more.
Yeah.
So
I mean, your speeder can get you your overrun. Your attack can come from your first action, and your speed 3 on a big base, you can probably round the
well, what I'm
corner,
saying is
maybe.
what I'm saying is like I feel like you always take the Surge 2 because you essentially have three actions. One of them can always give you name, and then you're right in that some scenarios I think you take the aim
Only on the
too.
2 pip. Only on the 2 pip you take the aims.
Well, the thing is that the
Because of
two pip.
volume of
The
dice.
thing is you don't get independent when you gain an order.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right, right,
So
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
like I feel like this is going to be a list where you don't want to take Anakin's cards.
Yeah, because he's your operative. You're taking the Jedi Council commanders instead,
Exactly.
and all their
Mm,
command cards.
Bec-
his cards just give him like
because
two attacks.
the moment you don't give him independent, he dies.
But that's also assuming you play into a bad position. Like I feel like it like when you give these scenarios, like for instance, like when Savage is gonna die, like I feel like that's the way when we have these conversations and you're like you're giving yourself a scenario to win, I feel like you're giving yourself the scenario where you're gonna lose.
Well, you're
So
going off
for
proper.
instance, like you're clearly not gonna launch him first, and
True.
in your Gar faction, you take at least two copies of
But he's gonna be in your order pool. That's what I'm saying. You don't have a
that, yeah.
choice.
No, but what I'm saying is you take in Gar, you normally take two copies of the order card where you can delay it a little bit. You could also have an extra operative. And like when I was looking at this, I was thinking like you could essentially, I don't know if you can. It's gonna depend. No, you're gonna run like six bikes if you want to be funny
Well,
about
what
it.
I'm saying is that he's gonna be in your order pool, and you're gonna be fishing for him. Now, again, you can mitigate that with improvised order.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I
You
was
could
talking
do
about.
reverse, uh, for order control, but that's very hard to do in Gar.
You could do donuts. Like you don't have to go right away.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, like, I think with him, you don't bring him because of his command cards. You think you leave the command cards at home, just like Nick said. You run the other command cards because you want the surge too. And like he does damage alone just by himself. And I think that for that reason he's going to be a little bit cheaper. And then you have the other guys do their command stuff. You know what I mean?
I think I don't know, I disagree. I think you do bring some of his command cards. And I think for the two turns that you bring those command cards, like his one pip, I think you bring his one pip. Because you get the two actions, jump two for whatever it's worth. You can divulge him, which lets you place closer if that is something you want to do. I think his extra white dice you bring that. I think the only one that you don't bring is his three pip. Because Inspire 2, you're not going to be close enough to anything. And then anything you order gets an aim. I don't think that's really a big thing. So I think Anakin is in a position where he's in a position and in a faction where you're okay bobbing and weaving until you got to go in on that kill. And I think that that's when you want to play those two cards. One pip, you get two attacks. The next one, you get extra attack die. So, and on those situations, I think that that's strategically placing yourself to make those volleys, and I think those pay for itself in terms of like damage output because alone, yeah, he does damage. That I'm not gonna take that away from you, but the extra damage that those cards bring, like it's a threatening hammer that's just fishing in the
But
back, play mind
a
games on
good
your
important
opponent.
thing to note is you're not surging at that point.
No, and that's fine. So I this once again the
Is
surging
it?
I yes, because I'm the guy who doesn't roll surges when I have surge tokens. So yeah, screw you, JR. You've seen it. You've seen it. Tell me you haven't. You've seen it. When I have
I'm kidding.
surges, I never roll them. When I need them, I never have them.
All
So
right.
no.
Jose
And
only.
the volume, and once again, the volume of dice. You're throwing 10 dice on an overrun, and you're throwing 10 dice on a blaster attack. Like if you don't have surges, you don't have surges, but you're gonna get paint, and you can position yourself in such a way where the cover may not even be a thing.
All right, we'll agree to disagree there. Nick, any words on Anakin?
No, no more.
Moving on, we have the Commander Jedi Knight that's on a Bark Speeder. He has 5 health, doesn't break. He does not surge up or down. He has speed 3. He aids Clone Trooper, which is interesting. Command Vehicle 2, Cover 1, Defend 1, Immune to Pierce, and Speeder 1. He has an overrun attack that's Impact 2, Over 1, Pierce 1, Scatter. That's 2 red, 3 whites, 1 black. His Twin Bliss Blaster Cannon is range 1 to 3. Fixed front, lethal 1, 3 whites, 3 blacks. Also comes with a a command card, which is a 2 pip, evasive action. You issue no units this order, which is good for Anakin, and I'm assuming Obi-Wan's going to have independent. Choose up to 2 commander or operative units that have the Speeder X keyword. Each chosen unit issues an order to itself and gains outmaneuver this round. Additionally, this round, allied supports and heavy vehicles units have nimble while they are within 2 of an allied commander or operative unit that has the Speeder X keyword. All right, scratch that on issuing orders. It looks like you do issue orders.
You do, but it gets around like comms jammer.
Does it?
Yeah, because you're you're issuing your order to yourself. So Comp Jammer only stops issuing orders to others.
Sure, sure. Does that? I don't think that gets around independent though.
No, no, it doesn't get rid of independent. No, 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 it doesn't. But like Comms Jammer or other things that would like stop you from issuing orders to other units, it gets around those things.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Uh,
wild.
it looks good. I think he's also going to be another cheap option for the Gar faction. I definitely want to see you, Jose, run a Bark speeder list. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
I'm already planning it. My
Yeah.
only gripe with this card is when the hell are you gonna be close enough to aid a trooper?
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking the same
Um,
thing.
I mean, it's great because you don't get a suppression, which is also wild because they
Hmm.
don't, he's a vehicle. So you kind of get a free order token, but hey, then again, maybe this guy does donuts by Anakin and aids Anakin, gives him a name. I don't know. I don't know why aid troopers on there.
I feel like this
I'm
is a
not,
Jin situation. They just like, oh yeah, give him this
yeah,
keyword, and then just like, why?
yeah, I don't,
Why are we
um,
giving him this keyword?
so yeah, I don't. It would be interesting. So I'm gonna say I've heard other podcasts talk about this, and I think this it would be fun. Obi-Wan and this guy better be in the 212 because saber tanks and
I don't think they
ATRTs
are.
with nimble is gonna be cracked for a turn.
Yeah.
They'll probably add the customs to most of the battle forces. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like a
I don't know.
nimble
This
ga
isn't
a
count as a
nimble.
custom though.
Yeah, it's a custom jet. It's a
It, I
custom
mean, it's a
buildable.
generic. Yeah. I
Yeah,
know it's
yeah,
not
Yeah.
custom, but it's a
yeah, yeah,
generic. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I just if it's in 212, I think 212 gets a boom. It's okay as is. Don't know you're gonna ever use a clone trooper.
Yeah. Seems cool. Seems cool. Moving on, we got your guerrilla troopers, Nick.
Here we go,
Something for your
Nick.
rebel faction.
Your
Uh,
Pathfinder's return.
I
this
know.
one is four. It's special forces. You get four in the unit. Has health one, courage two. Does not surge up and down, but does get red saves. It is speed two. Has flexible response two, so you have to equip two heavy units to it. Assuming has
And it's not an
independent aim
operative.
one, has infiltrate, and has combat training, which is one black, and then the stolen blasters, which is 1 to 2, is one black and overwhelm. What do you guys think?
I want Nick's opinion.
So the unit card looks cool. I think the this does look like it could be a good special forces unit. This is the first time this has ever happened with Star Wars Legion. I don't like these models.
Really?
Whoa.
They look like Warhammer models. That
What
guy with the
sense?
knife
Oh.
looks exactly like an Imperial Guardsman Catachan. He looks like Sly
As
Marbo.
Astra
And you probably don't know,
Militarum.
you probably don't get that reference.
I
And you don't
do. I
probably don't
get
know who
it.
you get it.
Yeah.
These look like Warhammer models, and I don't know. So that's my one little gripe. I don't like the models. They look like Warhammer 40K models. They don't look like Star Wars Rebels models. But otherwise, the card looks cool. The unit does look cool. I'm curious to see what Overwhelm does. Like I made my guess, it downgrades your defense dice, which would be
Yes. So
which
good.
would which would be amazing. So that's probably
Busted.
that's probably not what it does. Um, but yeah, this does look cool. Again, it's sad that I don't have my Pathfinders along with this unit, but what are you gonna do?
You
But
get
yeah,
your
So,
Imperial heavies though.
which
You
I
got a HH-12, a
guess,
T12, R90,
yeah,
RT91C or whatever.
I guess
so
if I want those, I guess that's not too bad. Yeah,
me and John,
infiltrate.
me and John were speculating, and we think I'm curious. We already gave our opinions on Overwhelm, but he thinks what Overwhelm's going to be is you're going to be able to split fire with just the basic guns. So like hypothetically, there's four here. Assuming you can put another guy on there, make five or something. I don't know. You could split fire without having to do another weapon.
So that is a not that's a good guess. It's that's not that great, I would say.
Sure,
I would
sure.
say it's pretty meh,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
which if I didn't also see this keyword on Paz. That would make sense. But it's also on Paz, a single unit.
Well, how many
Paz has
dice is he
overwhelm.
throwing?
6.
6. So
So
you're saying he could even split his dice with one model.
yeah, because normally split fire you have to have a separate gun, and
Yeah.
his theory is that you could, you know, even do the one gun in the dice pool to split fire. So like Paz can three one, three another. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Because he's doing a Gatling gun. I want to see a good Gatling gun. You know what I mean?
yeah.
His is a
That
good Gatling gun.
and that's what if we only saw overwhelm on this unit or Paz, I
Mm,
feel like I could gauge it better. But now
sure,
we're seeing this keyword on a special character and on a special forces unit. So it's like,
sure.
okay, so what does it do? Because
Yeah,
because it's like either one's gonna be it's either gonna be overpowered on one unit or lackluster on the other.
sure. Yeah, it looks exciting. You think they're gonna be cheaper or expensive?
Well, I mean, they're gonna be somewhat expensive because you have to attach two, 20-point heavies to it. So right, so you're this whatever this card is, it's 40 plus points more than whatever it
Yeah,
is. So it's
It,
gonna be 100-point cost unit, right?
and it
I
looks like
think
you're
it's
gonna have to choose because there's three heavy
Mm-hmm.
weapons. It looks like.
Yeah. Yeah.
it's gonna be more expensive than the Empire version of it because the Empire version gets 3 bodies and 2 heavies. This is getting 4 bodies and 2 heavies. So this has to be a
And
Navy, I think,
infiltrate.
Yeah,
infiltrate.
and
So I
independent aim, which
Mm-hmm.
rebels love.
that's good
Yeah.
for rebels. Yep.
No,
Uh,
this unit looks neat, but I just don't like the way it look.
yeah, yeah. Then we have Imperial Mud Troopers, just the sculpts. They look cool. Anything you guys want to say about these guys?
B1s for Empire.
Yeah, they look
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, they look cool.
Well,
36 points.
well, they're not gonna be as big as unit squad, but they might be white save, right? Yeah.
No, no, I mean points wise. Points
Points
wise, this
wise.
is going
Oh,
to
Points
be
wise.
in the cheaper category.
And then we got the wet weather gear stormtroopers, which it's a weird name. I don't know if that's what they're actually called, but makes me believe. I don't know if they said something. Maybe they just coming out in the 212, not 212, but the whatever box that's coming out. That maybe they run hand in hand. Like you have to take one and to get the other, kind of like a
No.
No, they'll
detachment.
probably be separate. I think they'll be separate.
They were separate.
Yeah.
If these guys don't throw black attack die, and they need something to separate themselves from the regular storms other than these are cool models because I could see myself buying 6 of these just to play regular cooler looking stormtroopers. But I would hope that
They're
they have better output than the regular
they
ones, even if
probably
you have to pay
will.
more.
They probably will. They're gonna be a special forces unit.
Yeah, maybe
They'll be special.
Are
They'll
they
I
special forces?
that'd
they
be
will.
cool.
I'm. They haven't said,
I
but
thought they
they
were going to
will.
be core.
No, they'll be
Okay.
special forces stormtroopers. Why would you have two core stormtrooper squads? These would be special forces.
Because
These ones
Empire's
have
gonna be the core
ponchos.
faction. That's why
I I think
they
they'll
have
be
the
special
most core out of
forces. They
everybody.
do. The mud troopers will be core. I don't see them bringing out two new core units. The mud troopers be core. These will be special forces.
If these are better than regular storms, I mean, you can go have this could be a phase 1, phase 2 situation.
Maybe. Moving on, you have the 224th Armor Division Army Box, which are special own little
Custom
upgrade
commander.
miniature. Yeah, I don't think that's a custom commander. I think that's
Yeah,
the.
it's a custom commander.
Yeah, because remember
Is
they got
it?
rid of the
Custom
generics. They
commander.
got rid of the generics. They don't exist anymore. So it's
Well,
gonna
It's a
they
be
didn't
custom.
get rid of the officer.
No,
yeah.
no,
They
they said that's
that
a custom.
they
You
got
still
rid
get
of
the. No, you still get the officer.
in
You just
Empire.
you. Yeah, you still have the officer upgrade.
Oh well,
No,
the
no, no,
options of
no. You can't
upgrade.
buy him.
The
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can't
personnel.
buy him
Yes.
anymore.
yeah.
You
You can.
can't buy
They
him.
Well, they're
just. They
coming
just.
out.
Yeah,
They're
they're coming
coming
out.
out. But
Yeah.
no, he
Yeah,
won't be.
but
He won't be a personnel upgrade. He's accustomed to be the
he's a
commander.
custom commander for
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
box.
yeah.
What do you guys think, though? Are you guys excited for this, Jose?
Buff my Gav. Here it comes,
There
baby.
it is. The gap's right there, and
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
that thing is in the background.
The ADTP or whatever. I don't think we're
Mhm.
yeah.
getting that in
You're not
that
getting
box.
those, but they,
No,
they
but
they
the
did say
Gavs,
they did say the Gav's gonna get something.
yeah. I don't think the Gav needs anything, but I'll take it.
Yes, it
What?
does.
It
I'm a
needs a
Gav
lot.
believer. No, it doesn't. I'm a Gav believer, sir.
My my
Uh,
Look at that pretty
my
Gav in my picture.
my Rebel Trooper Super Squad killed a Gav tank.
Sounds like bad luck to me.
This is cool. I do like this, and it just goes figures. Empire gets another special forces or battle force.
Battle Force,
They're
yeah.
gonna get them until they're
Uh,
good, boys. Keep feeding them.
man, that's the only way to play Empire battle force, baby.
I don't know. We could talk about the term next week. I don't think that's the case.
Ooh, that's spicy. Okay, okay.
They were second place. Regular
With
Empire.
the bullshit mechanic, Nick.
We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into all that next
Don't
next week.
do that.
We're gonna
Don't
get into
That
do
all
that.
next
Don't
week.
do
Next
that.
week.
Don't
So,
the
do that.
mechanic is fine. It's fine. It's
No,
totally fine. Totally
because it's
fine.
a
hey,
Han.
hold on,
Totally
hold on.
fine.
Is it fine if
Totally
CIS
fine.
gets it?
No. No, it's
Okay.
fine. It's fine right
the
now.
the Han mechanic is great all of a sudden. Got it.
Yes.
Anyways, we'll get into that next week. I held you guys here long enough. Any last words, Jose?
Looking forward to the tournament this Saturday. Go to Vet Fest and I might be running Gavs there.
Nick, any last words?
In 2 weeks, I get my new Gen card.
Oh, something we don't
No.
know that I know, I
No.
know, I know. Oh man. Um, fix the pass mechanic for Han and Dark Troopers.
Nope.
AMG,
Don't fix it. It's fine.
get on it.
It's fine.
Anyway, see you boys.